before we get started on this one, put in the comments, has anyone else had this really strange coffee, coldy, flu-y, COVID type of thing the last sort of month or so? It really does seem to be going around and lingering, unfortunately. So of course, going to run again tonight. In saying that, taking the last 7 days off from that slightly disappointing run last week in Cumber, because it definitely set myself back a little bit. A lot of coughing, a lot of fatigue last week, but I think the last day or two things are finally starting to look a bit better. Saying that, it's not going to be a race tonight, despite the fact this is one of my favourite courses here in Ards. Done this one last year in what ended up being my best half marathon time last year. Tonight though, running in the new Brooks Ghost 17. Very first run in these, straight out of the box. Want to see how they go on a kind of steady-ish long run tonight. No racing, no carbon plates tonight. Just want to get this one done. First run in a week, first long run in about 4 weeks, I think. So it's going to be quite a tough one. The weather conditions actually aren't too bad for it tonight. Quite warm, 22 degrees I think it is tonight. And a little bit wet, but that'll probably be quite welcome to help cool down. And the advantage then of tonight only being a steady run, there's a bit more opportunity to get the camera out, show the course, and talk about what's coming next, hopefully, if this really is recovery after COVID. So yeah, let's go. So start then of the Ards Half Marathon. Let's go. So just over 5 miles into Ards Half tonight, and taking it quite a bit easier tonight. It's just a training run. Why is it just a training run? Well, this is the first training run I've done in 3 weeks. If you leave out the ill-judged Cumber 10K last week, when I was still suffering the after effects of that COVID infection, and while the first training run back being a half marathon, first run back being in new shoes out of the box, the Brooks Ghost 17s, probably isn't going by conventional running wisdom, but we'll see how it goes. Definitely taking it easy tonight. Legs don't feel too bad. Nearly 6 miles in now actually. Got the hills out of the way. Quite a nice night, although it is pretty warm, 22 degrees. Doesn't look it, but it absolutely feels it. Some downhill now, 3 miles downhill in the Cumber. So yeah, let's go. On the way down then, towards the finish, 12 miles in, mile 11 is 1 mile straight uphill, up what is called the Moat Road here in Ards. Not going to lie, there were a few walk breaks. This is where we are tonight though. Happy to be getting this distance done regardless. I'm probably about time now, going downhill. Give my first impressions of these Brooks Ghost 17 after almost a half marathon. Really quite nice. Does remind me of last year's Glycerin 21s in a really good way. Not quite as padded, not quite as soft, but very close. I feel a bit more lightweight, even though I think the weight's about the same. Haven't had any hot spots at all. It's got normal size, 9.5. It's really well, nice padding here. Round the heels, no heel slip, which is what I found in the Glycerin 22s. Part of the reason there. Now relegated to walking shoes, sadly. 4-foot nose was just that wee bit too firm, if I'm honest. But yeah, it's been a challenging run. Put these through the paces. You can tell, even at a slow pace, breathing's still not quite back yet. Again, right down below if you've had experience of this year's COVID strain. It's tested negative now for nearly 10 days, but still very much in the chest. Is this normal? Is this the way it is? Let me know. Let's get to the finish line. And thankfully, just round the corner from the finish. It's been a tough night. We've had a few walk breaks, and now we're jogging in, but the distance will be done. Still here, so let's get it done, get the medal. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.